Hey, what's going on? My name is Neremik. Welcome back to more of Megaman X2. Last time we racked out 3 whole bosses in total, and this time things get a bit weird, but we're going to start things off rather far for the course, going for the next boss, which makes sense, and that is Flame Stag. Also, there are 2 really good upgrades on the stage we kinda need, so don't mind if I do. Now, I should probably explain the strat here, because admittedly I messed up pre-recording. Admittedly, we were going to fight an X-Hunter in this stage, but now we just got to beat him for his weapons so we can, well, you'll see. Now, you're probably wondering what these upgrades, what these fabled upgrade items I'm talking about are. Well, allow me to elaborate. If I can, not get stamped by this guy. He's right pain. I hate him so much. So fucking much. And he's been a right pain to get on if you couldn't tell. But if we stand on his head, he's just going to politely take us to our first sub-tank. Very helpful, and it saves me having to backtrack in a later episode. I already have the upgrades, because I've already technically played this stage. I'm wise. We have a sub-tank now, so there's that. It was up there, and there is also a piece of heart we collected as well. Wait, are you telling me that you die in one hit? Okay, no, just that one apparently did. But with a little bit of a volcanic eruption sequence here, I don't know what to call it. But we're just going to nab all the stuff we can because, you know, it's helpful to have stuff on hand. And also, we collected the heart pre-recording as well. Again, I admittedly just accidentally saved, but it would have been behind where that thing just was. Oh! Well, that's not helpful, is it? Can I? Apparently I could not. We'll see if we've got the checkpoint for that. got greedy and tried to fill up my sub-tank, but apparently game was not having it at all. So, we'll continue on, but yeah, I'll point out the stuff that I was going to do with the initial X-Hunter here. If I can just bait this guy, it's kind of important to show off, but initially, we needed to get a guy to do that in a specific area of this level, because then, what we could do was, that would give us access to a completely separate boss room. I'll explain X-Hunters maybe in a bit more due course, I don't know. Do I explain them now? I mean, nothing's stopping me explaining them now. In fact, I have most of this level, partly memorized, so to an end, it would make sense to do it now while, you know, I can kind of make my brain go autopilot. But basically, for lack of a better term, the X-Hunters are 3, well, to a point, optional bosses. The only benefit that defeating them gives you is parts of Zero, which will help us later in the game. But you don't need them to get an ending. In fact, you can mess them up and completely miss them. If one is, well, they spawn in random zones, so while initially we had one in this zone, part of the randomized spawns and other stuff meant that we missed it. I died, saved, and it, messed me up. Which was not the intention, but I will show it off here, actually. So this guy here, we go beat this guy up, and what would have happened, if one was in this stage, we could just waltz on into this room. But we can't, because there's no one here. Mainly my fault, that one. Oops. So we're just going to continue on with the regular stage, as we probably should. I said, no, don't linger on it too long, and also, it will help us later on to have Flame Stag's weapon. It will allow us to exploit one of the weaknesses of said things, and what? Oh, that. Okay, so you blowing me in a certain direction? I cannot tell. Oh. Okay, so that guy lights these up. I get you. Nope. Perish. Okay, admittedly, cool idea. So they initially just expel gas, but it's this little rat munchkin that makes them a right pain. Got ya. Cool and interesting idea. I like it. Although the fact that I have to dash jump at all is an affront to God. In case you are not super acquainted, not my favorite mechanic in these games. It's just very weird with the button inputs. Nope. I'm just gonna ignore you successfully. But yeah, so we're cruising pretty well, actually, with having 2 upgrades, so hopefully this should make the boss a marginal bit more tolerable. We'll see. Wow, we're already here. Was not expecting that, but it is the bubble thing, I believe, which will help us out here. Now, if I was to do this, will it only deplete part or all of my... We'll use it when we get lower in the boss. Or maybe on the second attempt. But what is your deal, then? Because we have your weakness, so in theory you should just die. So, I'm getting immediate Sigma vibes from the first game here. Okay, so, oh, this offers us a bit of a ranged attack almost. So, oh, now I like this. Okay, so, if I get hit one more time, I think that's when we'll pull out the big ones. I don't know. I'm not doing particularly amazing here, but you know, not doing atrocious, just atrocious enough. Okay, here we are. Okay, so this is where this gets pulled out. How do we use this again? Is it B? Not B. X. There we go. And now we get a bit more health on hand to... yeah, okay, so we're going to get hit by that anyway, but, you know, it is how it is. Okay, and he's going to do his thing again, where he's just going to dash around a little, do his thing, and... Oh, he's gone blue. But it don't matter to us, because he's also gone to heaven. Okay, dropping the fire 6 minutes into the recording. Do not mind if I do. Oh my sheesh. Easy. Get clapped. So these upgrades do, in fact, help. Hell to the air. And, so now we have a, you got... Oh, well, I guess we'll never find out what we got, but we can save. So does that randomize the location of the X-Hunters again? Let's see. What stages are each of these guys in? So, you better not vacate. So I think how this works is that they'll teleport to stages I definitively haven't done. So, haven't done you, and I haven't done you. Okay. Now with that said, we have 2 of the X-Hunter's weaknesses. One of them is weak to the same bubble thing we just used, and one of them is weak to Flame Stag's weapon. The only other one that I believe they're weak to, if I was to just read these, so I can't particularly remember, but I can place a bet. So basically, we can just go after whichever one of these we like. So with a control, we can go after Energy Crystal or after Central Computer. Now, Magma Semper, I'm just going to quickly look these up, because the locations where they can spawn in each stage is pretty weird. But if we were to, say, just look up the boss order and figure out which stage makes the most sense to go to next anyway, it works out. So we got Flame Stag's weapon just then, so if we were to definitely not look at a thing, we got the Speed Burner, and Moth, say that 10 times, I dare you, is the one that's weak to that. So... Moth, just again, it takes a sec for these to load, but Wire Sponge, I don't like you. Really don't like you. I'm angry now. So we gotta fight someone outside our comfort zone in terms of defeatability, or go to something that's just really easy to defeat. I don't know. Or we could defeat the X-Hunters and leave. That's also an option. You know what, I don't think that's the worst idea anyone's ever had in history. So I'm just going to look at the bachelorettes here. Energen Crystal Stage, Crystal Snail. Magna Centipede. One of these bosses was touted as one of the first you could defeat in the game, just with your X-Buster. Other than Wheelgator. But for the life of me, I can't remember what it is. I just remember you can grab a life at the beginning of it and just X-Buster them to death. I think it's Overdrive Ostrich, which again is really annoying, because he's not in the thing. So, completely screw it. We'll go into the cave, and we're just going to pray that the thing has what we need. That said, we're just going to quickly do Energen and Crystal Cave X-Hunter location. That was spelt so well for something that was so hastily typed. And is this... Okay, it has a bit of a Samba vibe going for it, but we're just going to quickly scroll down, X-Hunter room, and how do I find this? When you see a step ladder, go up. Actually, you need the Rhydoma, so walk up the corridor a bit more. Get on that platform. I will bear that platform in mind. You know, at least we're not subtle about the fact we're just blatantly using a guide. But then again, I've been told that that's basically... okay. Okay. So... Oh, the ride armor's this. Gotcha. Okay, so how does this operate then? So I assume these... No. Okay, so we do not like that one bit, do we? No, we do not. Oh, I gotta leave here. No. Passing is such sweet sorrow. So much sorrow I seemingly have died. So that's... We just gotta look out for a step ladder, but it looks like it's in one of those sections in which the game may get a bit high-paced, so I can entirely see how and why this may cause issues. But I think if we're able to pull this off, I'll be rather chuffed with us. It's just very unfortunate that this is where we have to leave him so early too. So is this... Okay, that's safe, and then... Oh, we need to... Of course, being compressed against the roof of a cave wall makes entire sense. Why did I not think of that earlier? Duh. I'm so... dumb, brain deficient. I don't know. Please don't teleport again. If you teleport again, I will find your home address. So where are we at now, boys? Okay, somebody... Okay, so same guy. I'm starting to think these ex-hunters are just, like, spitting in my face. But, you know, I'll appreciate them going to the same stage, because I at least know I need to look out for a stepladder. So I need to use the armor to break some crystals to make a passage, then jump on the flying platform to reach the room at the top. That might make sense to someone who's played this game before, but it certainly doesn't to me. Anyway, I reckon if we pull the same strat we just did, though, even if it's not, you know, a regular stage boss, I think if we pull out just our general being good at the gameness, I think we'll be all right for this. But it does seem as though we can't progress with this, unfortunately. That said, so if I hide under here, that creates that, and then I see. So then there's a stepladder. Wait, this is the fabled stepladder. Jump left on the platform and break some crystals. I see the crystals. Now, who says I don't think very often in these recordings? How? I think... How? Am I hallucinating, or what, is it you? You're not the crystals. You most certainly... How the hell do I get this guy up there? Oh. Like most solutions in this game, it's the bleeding dash oh! I know what to do. I think I have an idea of what to do here. Or not. Well, yeah, I had an idea, but how the hell do I make this work? Maybe... Yeah, that works. Not sure how I feel about that. Like that, I can't tell if that's my proudest hour or my least proud hour, just on pure account of, wow, that worked factor. But if we were to break through all this, break through it all, if you will, Sonic style, hell, we even get ourselves a tiny bit of health. I think. Okay, so he's like, it wants me to stay, but I can't, and it hurts. It hurts so much. But I think we could probably gotta do something like, I don't know. So this is the end. Maybe we gotta. I'm loving the Samba vibe this whole thing's got going on, but I'm thinking we probably just need to like jump off onto this like the prime moment, right? Okay, we are on the torpedo thing, whatever it's called. On the wrong side though, but you know, it's the effort that matters. Oh my god, I landed that first try. Anyway, we're gonna see who this is, and we're gonna cook. Best we can anyway. Son of a bitch, who the fuck are you? Okay, you're agile, right? Bear with me, agile. I'm just very quickly looking up your weakness. I promise I am not stalling for time. Shit. Okay, agile. Magnet mine, are you Okay, well, look, I appreciate you having a weakness, you know, it's... How the flipping dip do I gotta deal with this? Seriously, how do I deal with this? Oh no! Right. Okay. Part of me is thinking we are going to go to a different stage. Now we know the, actually, I'm just going to quickly do this, and then a bit of that, and then a bit of the Googling what's in the other stages. This is a professional Let's Play, okay? There's no cheating involved, I swear. Ignore the reflection in my eyes. It's shit. It is not an IGN guide, I swear you. I swear you. That's words of someone you can trust right there. Ish. Kinda. Oh, on a good day, maybe. Anyway, new course of action. We're going into the ostrich stage. Definitely not because the boss I didn't want was in the stage we just spent 5 minutes trying to break into. And if you say otherwise, shush you. Oh! Okay, how come this... Okay, that seems like a very, mean wall. Oh. But now it forms a ramp. What the f... I feel like I'm tripping, but the bare minimum, I understand what I need to do here. This is the bare minimum. And now I'm here. Actually, they generously give me a little bit for the sub-tank, just a tiny bit to soothe the soul. And now, what are you? Are you? Oh, I like you. So literally, it is the flame thing, or the bubble thing. If it's Surgus flame, if it's Surgus not, Right, good, round 2. Okay, so, I am evil. Very evil. So how in the heck... This is the right thing, right? I'm not... Am I tripping? I think I'm tripping. I don't understand, / recall, how the hell this works, but it said you were weak to flame sex weapons, so why aren't you? Okay, let's just very quickly do a bit of that. Okay, and he jumps again, and then we're directly in his path for... Okay, so that's, is this... I can't tell if this is working or not, but this isn't working. No, but at the very minimum, this doesn't depend on, like, some weird RNG. But, oh, I see, I can't do it while the thing's active. Got you. Right. So, then he's gonna do this. And then I see what I need to do with that. I need to jump on, like, under his platform from one side, and then... Like, I wholly understand what I need to do. The issue is... Pulling it off is a real pain. Also, these mines will eat my inputs. Like, I'm sorry, I'm just gonna corroborate this. How the hell is that his weakness? Surges, primary weakness, speed burner. How? Okay, so we're definitely trying this stage because the only X-Hunter I actually have the current weakness for is here. I should probably explain, by the way. Apparently you fight these guys later. Minor spoiler, I just found out. And part of that is a bit of an issue, if you will, because, well, I mean, to cut it short, it means that I'm trying to figure out how to explain it while dodging the seizure-inducing flashing lights. But basically, okay, no, you are not blocking that from, like, the 2 centimeters on your hip. Shit! Nope. Yeah, basically, this happens if you raise the alarm, like, at all. It is a real pain. But I think you can just blitz on through. Kinda. Okay. Yeah, so there's these falling blocks. We can't dodge them. I hate that section. Unfortunately, we need to play, like, mega levels of attention to it later on. So, there's, like, fake out blocks here and stuff. We gotta, like, just learn to demolish them, get stuff going and all that other jazz. So I think... So, that's basically it. So we got that. Perfecto. We then gotta... And then whatever the hell this is, I don't like it. Okay, I'm just playing it really damn safe here. Because I feel like something at any given second is just going to come past and, like, kill me. Right, and none of you are purple, thank God. If you were, I'd cry. But we have a mini-boss to deal with as well. Is this... I don't know, this feels like the right way up, but also it's probably not. Okay, we're just going to make a blind leap of faith. I really hope the block section's over. What are you? So stupid. They really went all out on the 3D effects here, I'll admit. Okay, oh, ouch. Okay, so I don't understand your motives. Your motives aren't very complex, I'll admit. Okay, oh no. Okay, I figure out what your motive is now, and it's death, it's death. But we deathed it first. Okay, and this is where the X-Hunter comes in, I believe. This is one we're yet to fire, and it's weak to fire, I believe. Okay, so got a bit of health here, and then we just gotta... Like, something's screaming at me right now, saying... Just don't die. Not even die, just don't fuck it up. Because if we do... Well, shit. How the fuck did that work? Genuinely, I would like answers. No. No, not today, not today, not today. I'm in here. Screw you all. I don't understand. I didn't get detected, though, so I don't... Weird. Either way, this guy's weak to the flame burner, I believe, so let's hope and pray his attack pattern isn't completely unpredictable. Okay, what you got for us? Violin. X, I shall crush you like a tin can. So long as that isn't an insta-death, I'm fine with it. Oh, right. As you do, of course. I think I understand his, like, general directive here, right? At least as best I could. Okay, so I think definitely doing that. Smart move. I just gotta kind of figure out where it's going. It's kind of like the spider boss from the first game, if that makes any comparisons a bit easier. Okay, and then we gotta pause real quick, and we got nothing in the sub-tank? Are you kidding me? No, I don't intend to. I wanna we're gonna X out on S burner. Literally the best thing I can do right now is just unleash Ragnarok on him. Which is kind of bad, because that happens. Beatable. Very beatable. Just need to get the science down a bit quicker. So it is literally just now a matter of doing well. Which we've got our stuff on hand, it's literally just, we get lucky. We win. It took a while to get here, but if we can beat him, I'll be happy. So, go through his text. And genuinely, it is just a matter of hope and pray. I'm not a particular fan of that move, but it is how it is. I think if we stand directly next to him, I was told that a few, Okay, so he does this. So... Oh, shit, right. Well, we'll stand on this side then, I guess. Okay, he's really liking to stay in the air. Did they change his AI for the remake? Well, not remake, a remaster? I don't know. Either way, we're gonna very quickly, just quickly put out the brief amount of extra health we have. Really not looking all that good at all, and immediate head-on hit knocks us out for good. It's doable, but with how this stage is in specific, it is, well, nigh on hell. Either way, I'm going to try and go through the spotlight section again. We can get through this. It is literally just dodging the spotlights just well enough. Well, and then dashing like your goddamn life depends on it. Come on, please. Again, the less I get hit, the quicker I get here, but okay, somehow we made that. I don't know. Either way, we got a little thing in our health, so this is probably our last chance we get on this, let's see. Okay, then we got one more, but I doubt if we'll have enough to get here, if that makes sense. Or at least have a decent crack at the boss. But yeah, we gotta get lucky to an end. Which is kind of mean, but you know, I suppose it's a fact of the game. That said, if we are to time our stuff correctly, I think there's definitely a possibility here that something may go, or not. That wrecking ball is really annoying. How do you beat that? Is my main question. Like, okay, admittedly we've got enough to go again, but how in the hell do you beat that? Because that feels just, to an end, really goddamn unfair. Okay, so we've been detected once, but it's fine, so that should be, I mean, to my knowledge, again, so yeah, obviously the damage you take here is going to be a bit, but if we spam B, I believe, we dive straight on in. So we actually get all our attempts here. It's just a matter of getting good at that section. But I don't know. It's like, is he weak to this? Is he not weak to this? Those energy pellets and the combined with the thing, it is how it is, and this is with 2 health upgrades as well, so we ain't weak by any stretch of the imagination. Again, I think to an end, it is literally just a matter of just hope and pray that it doesn't hit us. Okay, so we need to actually very quickly pull out our sub-tank, which fortunately is looking a bit more stocked than usual. Yeah, see, that just seems like, to a point, really difficult to dodge. Again, it depends. How much does this damn thing want to do me in? Get fucked. Get fucked. Okay, violin. It cannot be. Now the unification is in jeopardy. Oh, you're damn right it is. Oh, you're damn right it is. Okay, you got 0 part number 2. Teleport me out. Teleport me out. Get me out of here. I know I'm gonna die. I know I'm gonna die here. This is not where I'm meant to continue. It doesn't matter. I know you're the upcoming boss, and gimmicks with you, it don't matter. It don't matter. Send me out. Tap me out. I am done. Okay. Okay. Good times. Good times all around now. And I think if they were to respawn in, Oh, it would seem that there is only 2 on the map. Do not mind if I do. I assume that's them dealt with then. So we should probably get on with fighting the guy that we're actually canonically meant to fight next. So, who is that? We're just gonna, again, definitely not cheating here. But it would seem primary weakness is Speed Burner, and that is on Moth's stage. Which is the wait, hang. Okay, I did not realize that was the thing. But Moth, are you the one that we were just on? No, okay, so you're a robot junkyard and you've got the guy in. And Morph gives us the Silk Shock, which we need for another one of their weaknesses. So they'll teleport around again, but I think this may actually work in our favour if I'm not to be mistaken. So, you know what? Sure. Again, once again, weak to Speed Burner, nothing of particular note in the stage. If we're able to crack this guy out, I think we're within good enough cause to try and beat these guys next episode. Or... ooh. Is this the same stage as it was before? No, this... okay, so this is an entirely new stage we're yet to have visited. Okay, so gotta make sure to destroy the heads on some of these guys. Huh. This feels like a, I'm not sure what you'd call it. Almost like a... yeah, no, it feels like almost a... well, like a kind of... I'm not sure it's called robot graveyard? Well, duh, but like... I said, I kind of like the vibe of that for a stage like this, but... oh, is this an industrial crusher? For me, really? Oh, you shouldn't have... okay, so okay, it does get carried through a few things, but what? Don't know what you were, but... and what you are now is dead. Oh, okay, I see. So the enemies here are kind of... well, no, what they are is made of, well, some of them are made of different enemies. And, ooh, well, I don't know what you are, but I'm hoping that you lead me to eternal happiness or an upgrade. Neither of which apparently exist. That sounds really morbid. So I can continue this way. What's this way? Well, I'll take a life. Yeah, it's like... there are worse things to get. Like, mainly power-up stuff, because we haven't used any. I'll take it. But what is going on in here? Are you... okay, you're a little spider thing. So you're gonna... oh, so he's like piloting an old a thing then. So is this whole thing just blindly jumping? Because if so, I can kind of vibe with that. Although, can't I just hide in the entrance of the stage and charge up a really big... no, I can't. No, I can't. Okay. But, so my whole thing should be focusing on getting around this guy. But that's his body done, and then I assume you just got to take out the actual... okay, oh, okay, you're in the trash. That's not at all concerning. So is he going to try and build something out of himself? He is. He's building another one of them. Minorly annoying, I'll admit, but very cool idea for a boss. Like, I'll give him that. Oh, and now he's in... so is this like phase 2 then? After I beat him up initially, this is how he becomes got ya. Be careful, you boy in school, I guess. Okay, you are... okay, I'm not particularly too chuffed with you because you're being a right pain. Unless this can't be... well, I mean, to say Moth. This could theoretically be the guy. Okay, so jump up, and then it's same deal as before, I assume. We just gotta blitz the living hell out of you. Rest in hell. My god, that's a difficult mini-boss, though. Hopefully the last one we have to fight in this stage. And then, okay, so that's like the regular enemy variant of that. Got it. And then giving me extra stuff again. You make me think as though I'm like going into something, I don't know. Oh, no. Okay, you had a platform behind you. I know you did. What have you got on offer? You had to have something. Otherwise, why would you be hit? Okay, never mind. We're just going to go down. We're going to yell timber. Can I? Okay, so I can. I've just got to double tap A, and then that makes me drop off higher up. Got ya. Unless, can I? How the hell? We're just going to ignore that, because clearly I don't understand that mechanic. If anyone else is familiar with how to ladder jump in Mega Man, please let me know. Oh, okay, so we spam destroy you. Again, I don't know what all this trash rising into the sky is for, but, you know, we'll make it work. Actually, I need to be kind of wary with, what's happening. Oh, okay. Please, okay. Somehow it works. And then you've got, well, you got spikes next to you, so let's try and avoid those. And then the little trash thing here, I suppose we've got to climb all the way up. Okay, very... Or maybe we've got to jump into the... Oh, we're becoming one with the trash, okay. Yeah, I think if we just, like, spam fire, maybe life will be good? No, you're on my head. Okay, it's not helpful, actually. That's actually kind of unhelpful. To a degree, even kind of cringe. Okay, if we charge it, those guys die in one hit. Got ya. Nope. Again, so we just really gotta keep our eyes open. But I think generally, I vibe with the idea of this stage. I think the concept-wise is really cool. We just gotta focus on the part where we don't die, which is apparently the hardest part. At least according to... What is your dealio here? Are you just randomly propelling me forward? I don't understand. Either way, we are technically full on health. And yeah, it's the flame thing that you gotta use here. So, let's see. Okay, so obviously used on this stage as enemy is quite powerful. What? Bubble Blast. Okay, so... Yeah, nowhere near as powerful then. What is your... You're making me... So he just randomly blasts me, but can I... Is there a way I can, like, make this guy leave me alone? Okay, seriously, how in the hell do I... Well, I know how I've got to defeat this guy, right? But, It's very... Why are we fighting this again? I thought this was the mini-boss. I thought this was over and done with. Okay, and then that happens as well. Wait, I don't understand what's going on here. This is really bizarre and weird and multiple other things. And then he immediately dips. I detest... Okay, you know, we're bowling. We're gonna bowl here. Mainly because I don't like this guy enough to warrant this. Like, I have that strong a dislike to this guy. I will happily bring out the goddamn... Wait, hang on a sec. Can I use that to cut your legs off? Please, I hope I can permanently maim you. Please? Oh shit, that actually worked. Right, okay, and then... Dead on contact. I don't like that moth. That moth's bothering me. There's got to be a more surefire way to defeat that damn thing, though, surely. Because that's my main gripe here. Just, like, if I'm able to defeat that thing a bit more consistently without, like, 18 hours of, you know, inputs effort, I'm being shilling. Okay, okay, seriously, okay, it's this conveyor belt section I don't fully understand / vibe with. Plus, these guys in general, I don't like you. Leave me be. Like, at least if I've not got a special thing on, it can't really influence me that much, but is there a way I'm able to get them off without that? I don't know. Bizarre. At least charging up and firing down the hallway is almost all but a should. Well, no, it is pretty much should to kill them. It's just, this thing in here again, ugh. I don't like this moth thing. It's not even the moth, that's the boss. But I don't know. And now you fire junk out your chest. Like, yeah, I get it. Iterative development and all. I'm sure you're a very proud follower of agile principles, but I can't piece this guy together very well. So, we do that, then... Get fucked. Okay, so that's how we do it. I'll take this tiny bit of health, even if it's complete, like, you know, pittance compared to what we've been through. No, as if, why can you fly now? Why can you fly now? No. Okay, at least I'll probably say, you know, at least I ain't one of these in real life, you know. Can always go much lower, as Megaman has so kindly taught me. It's like, oh, I hate these. You won't, why there's so many of you? You're not Daijo Boo, you're cringe. Well, we're in here. How much health have I got? Okay, so I've got 2 lives left. We're going to learn your patterns. And then we're going to respawn with actual health. Ooh. So you do that. Can I just... Oh, wow. Okay, so it's that simple. And then you throw trash out, like some like angry child almost, and do that. If we have health plus our sub-tank, that might work. Keyword is might, but that at least seems poised enough in my head to work. you know? Alright, let's crack this then. Got a minimal amount of stuff here, so he's going to pick up speed. We're going to cook him. He will be cooked soon, as they say. Okay, so then he does that. I can't tell, am I killing him or not? Okay, no, so when he's like that, it's just a complete... No, what the hell, man? How the hell am I meant to dodge that? Well and truly do not actually have a clue. Okay, and then whatever the hell this is happens. What the? Why have you? Oh, he's evolved. Right, clever. I think. Right, sub-tank time. I think it's sub-tank time. How low is your health? Oh, it's only that low. Okay, right. Well, that's not actually that bad. I mean, it could always be worse. Oh, he's firing seizure beams. It's got worse. Okay, and then rest in trash, I guess. And the John Cena pose. People say I'm not toxic. I prove them otherwise every time, without fail. Namaste. Had no idea how that boss functioned, but it's fine. Through my sheer dedication, perseverance, and complete capacity for sub-tank, it didn't even matter. So with that, we got... Well, I guess we'll never know. Yes, I'm going to save saying game data, though, because I feel as though we may be able to cook... Why is there only one? We're going to get the action replay on that, and I will get back to you. Okay. I am a husk of a man right now, because I, ladies and gentlemen, have done something really stupid that I now need to restart the game, and pray I can fix. The stage I just did, as some of you were, I'm sure, no doubt screaming at me for, had an X-Hunter in, and we just beat it. But it's fine. We've proven that we can beat Morph Moth. So we're going to get a bit quirky here. There are many different things we can do here, and I believe if we were to manually update the many different values in these, which we will now proceed to do, I believe with relative enough confidence this should get us the same save state that we were in. So 1, then we want 6, nope, 6. So this is how you would go about putting them back in classically then. But this would assign us the exact state that we were in. So 1532:1, 6313, 8626, and 1141. And I believe if we were to press start on that, that should put 2 of them back on the map, right? Knew it. Okay, so hope is not dead yet, but we can beat him. It's just we need to either get into that secret boss room or the other one, which is this room again? Honestly, I'm not opposed to trying this guy. Also, I'm going to move my OBS back into the window. I'm aware that will pause the game. I had it like pulled at the very bottom, so I could just barely see the counter ticking up. At the very top even. Just so I could barely see the counter and make sure it's still recording. But all is not lost. We can basically just overwrite the facts that happened and go and try and defeat one of these guys now. Or better yet, if we were to say, I don't know, die right now, what we could do, this kind of a move I'm quite proud of, we can pull something called the Coward's Way out, which I believe, first of all, we're going to see which one this is, because it's either the one I have a chance of winning and the chance I don't have a chance of winning with. Who is it? It is the one I have no clue on how to beat. Morph Moth's weapon is apparently really helpful in beating. So I believe if I were to... Can I get Flame Up Charge up in here? Okay, So I have no idea how he sends his things through the sky, if I'm being wholly honest. We're going to try and just figure out his attack. So he does that. So if I'm on the surface... Okay, so if I'm on the surface, that's when he... So when he does that... Okay, I have no idea. Do I need to pass through that quickly or something? Okay, so, now in theory, if we were to just repeatedly die here, and I'm in no way saying I'm doing this to abuse the RNG and go back and defeat that, well, defeat the enemy as, you know, the boss, without one of them being in the stage, as I'm sure was intended. No, sir, no, sir. Who on earth do you think I am to do something as devious as that? No, that was entirely incidental. No, basically, the idea is wholeheartedly die, have the X-Hunter move from that stage so I can get his weapon, and then beat him up. Which, in theory, should secure us some Ws. So I assume, now this is assuming none of them spawn in that stage, but if my thought is to be correct, we should be good, so long as none of them spawn in that stage. And if none of them do spawn, that's just our chance to capitalize on. So that's how the initial save system works, though. We actually found out something interesting. But look at them relocating, as they most often do. And oh, as you look at this, there's... Okay, so completely miscellaneous thing here, but apparently if you come up here you get 2 extra bits to your health, which I think is pretty neat. That said, this is apparently the level that you can also visit first, and we also need it in order to get to the thing in Moth's stage, which is really unfortunate. Which means that, yeah, we're basically biting off, like, a whole lot of stuff in this recording, purely on account of we need to, otherwise, I won't actually have been able to defeat Moth by the end of the stage, if that makes sense. Which I think is, like, kind of funny, if we weren't able to pull that off. Unfortunately, again, I should have dash jumped there, but that's basically the long and short of it, which is kind of... It's just quite late in the night, and, well, the deadline approaches slowly but steadily, so it's kind of in a weird spot at the minute, and also, I'm sorry, who gave you permission to do that? Okay, so can I mess with this at all? Like, what happens if I break this? Just pure fun? I don't know. You tell me. But, either way, I gotta say, the control scheme for this game never ceases to amaze me on just how much it puts a strain on my hands. So, the thing with this is that, obviously, the weather changes. Only the greatest observations on the Neremik channel here. But, okay, so they don't squash us against the ceiling, which is a nice change of place from those blocks earlier. Oh! Apologies if I thought that was solid ground to stand on. Apparently it is not. Either way, I'll take the extra bit of health, though, because I really do think that'll help us a lot. It's just, yeah, we need to find, apparently, an elevator, sneak under the elevator, and that's how we get to our destination on our journey. Which is like, it's not the worst thing in the world. You know, could be those blocks again. Which it isn't, so, you know. Be grateful for what you're given, I suppose. You fucking... I do not like the dash jump. The fact it is an integral thing requiring so much precision really annoys me. We will, however, save, because we have a piece, but that shouldn't cause them to run away. In fact, if they respawn in... No, this is Moth. See you when I beat Moth. That wasn't for nothing. Bam! Second time down. Easy. Actually got to grips with some of the mechanics there. Alright. But, that is our quota of 3 bosses per episode defeated yet again, and it only took an asinine amount of 100 minutes. Look, I'll take it as like a boss every 33 minutes. It's like fine if you count me looking up guides for like 10 of it. It's like, you know, it is how it is. It is how it is. And we're orange yet again. Look at us go. We're gonna save that. And you know what else we're gonna save? My sleep schedule, because I'm out in the morning. So if you have enjoyed, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps a bunch. Let's me know want to see more of this and all that good stuff. But we now have some means to take down some people that have given us some trouble. So if you guys, bit of reading, and probably tomorrow, if not the day after, we're gonna get down to business. But until next time, with all said and all that aside, thanks for watching, guys. My name's been Neremik, and peace out.